First Amendment First Vote is a nonpartisan civic engagement program for high school girls to begin to imagine themselves in elected office in our democracy. Men are represented 77% of the time, and women to this day are represented 23% of the time. So we've got a 27% gender gap.
Girls start to fall off the leadership cliff early. By the time they get to high school, they're less likely to see themselves as leaders.
The program is designed to provide high school girls with the skills and competencies they need to consider running for office.
This is about putting children up front and showcasing who they are and what their potentials are.
The sooner we teach young women and girls that they need to think about politics and get engaged and make their voices heard, the more likely they will be to enter that pipeline of future and current public leaders.
Where we see ourselves is at the beginning of the intake of the pipeline for girls to begin to imagine themselves as elected officials, to the actual running of a campaign and being elected for an office.
To teach young women, this is how it works. These are the things that you need to do. This is how you connect.
What's involved in running for office? How old do you have to be to run for office? Do you have to know how to fundraise? Well, how do you fundraise? What does a campaign manager do? How do you use social media effectively?
I tell them what the program's about, and I look for a little spark.
After the 2016 election, I got into activism.
I'm very vocal about my opinions and what I believe in.
These are all strong, empowered young women that I have something in common with.
There's a process of really learning the history, learning the language, seeing the actual people who do it.
We met with local officials and we talked to them about their journeys.
Seeing other people that had made it made me realize that I have a voice and I can use it.
When I watch the girls speaking to the officials at the roundtables, you can really see that their eyes light up.
It was very interesting to hear where they all came from and how they started.
Interacting with current and past elected officials has been instrumental in helping the girls realize and visualize, I can do this too.
I felt that other women can do it, so why can't I?
When the lieutenant governor of New York State came, the girls really were kind of like, oh wow.
And they also gave me all their business cards.
One of my main functions is to teach them how to think, not what to think.
This program gets really to the core of some of the preparation I didn't know anything about.
We developed a new workshop where they did a mock campaign and everybody had a role.
They're from different schools, so they really get a real life experience and they present it to the entire group.
Once I went to this program, I saw that there's so many other girls just like me, and I wasn't weird or I didn't stick out for being like that and wanting to fight for women equality.
It's very inspirational and it's very important to know that you have a role and you should use your voice for good.
I want them to know that they matter and that their voice matters and that they can have impact.
I think that the biggest takeaway is just to have confidence in yourself and just pursue your dream.
We ultimately are looking to serve the pipeline with a diverse group of girls.